Well, Amanda, a girl child of 12 or 13 years. So, here in this poem, you will read about mistakes done by the children. A child is a child. The system, the conditions, and the code of conduct that is laid in society by parents or by anybody else. Every family has his own principle. They live according to their own principle, according to their own code of conduct. And if a child is found not following those code of conducts, it is considered mistakes. So mistake is a part of everybody's life. Here the narrator, the poet Robin Callan, who is an Australian writer, Robin Callan, who was an Australian writer, she usually writes fictions based on child and youth. Here it is a poetry, it is not a fiction, it is a poem about a girl who is being nagged, the girl who is being nagged, N-A-G-G-E-D. Nagged. Nagged by whom? Who is nagging? Who is nagging? The poet's mother. Amanda's mother is nagging. Nagging her. Nagging about what? Nagging about those mistakes, those silly mistakes that she used to commit. Here Amanda is a representative of those children. It may be you, it may be he, it may be she. Those the children, the particular of the 12 years to 15 years, 12 to 15 years of age. They generally are not conscious. Children are generally not conscious about the code of the conduct that is laid down in the family or in the society, because they are a happy-go-lucky. The children are a happy-go-lucky kind of a person. A child is what? A child is careless. Careless. He is a happy-go-lucky. Happy-go-lucky. So, mistakes done by, mistakes committed by a child is natural. But here, the poet, who is Amanda's mother, who keeps on nagging, she is nagging for the mistakes. Amanda is being nagged for the mistakes by her mother. Got it? What is a mistakes? The code of the conduct that is laid by society, that is laid by the family, that is laid by parents, and if it is not followed, then it is a mistake. But there are some certain rules that can make you a smart child. Here it is everybody's parents' dream that we want to make our child a smart. A smart in what? In his etiquettes. A smart in his behavior. smart is in personality, smart in his look, smart in his study. Because you see, dear children, when you will go out of the state Bihar, you will be surprised to know that the children are not only reading, they are playing. They play different games. They have other hobbies like music, dancing, singing, painting, so many. Gone are the days when you are only a student. Now you have to be multi-dimensional, multi-talented. The girls of Haryana, the girls of Tripura, the girls of Bengal, the girls of UP, if you will see, they know a lot of things. They know how to play the badminton, they know how to play the basketball, they play in sports events, they sing also, they know how to dance also. So they are multi-dimensional. In the foreign country, even a woman of 75 years, 84, they go to party, they enjoy, they dance, they sing. Life is to lead, life is to enjoy. So here, the code of conduct that is laid down. Why the code of conduct is laid down? The code of conduct is laid down to make you smart in every walks of life. The code of conduct that is laid down, code of conduct that is laid down, code of conduct is laid down to make you a smart, multi-dimensional, not only a smart, multi-dimensional. So here you see the words. Look at the nagging, how Amanda is being nagged. Look at the first line, don't bite your nails. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Here, who is the speaker? The poet's mother. The poet's mother. She is the speaker of this line. Who is admonishing? Who is commanding? The command is given by poet's mother. Amanda's mother, she is nagging and commanding her girl child, her daughter, not to bite. Don't bite your nails. Amanda, don't bunch your shoulder. Bunch. Don't hunch. Hunching is what? Don't hunch. What is a hunch? Hunch is bend. Bending. Don't hunch your shoulder. Here the word is being repeated. If the word don't is repeated, don't in first line and don't in second line, there is a figure of speech. If the same thing is repeated, if it is repeated, it is called anaphoria. Anaphore. A-N-A-P-H-O-R-E. A-N-A-P-H-O-R. So anaphore. P-H-A-R. Anaphore. Anaphore is what? Repetition. Repetition of what? Literary device used for repetition. Repetition. Repetition of of the word. Same word, don't. So the literary device anaphora, anaphor, A-N-A-P-H-O-R. Anaphor is being used. Literary device, please underline. Literary device, anaphor, don't. The word don't is being repeated. So if the same word, the same expression is repeated, that is known as anaphor. A-N-A-P-H-O-R. Anaphor. Don't hunch your shoulder. Hunch means bend. Don't bend your shoulders. Stop that slouching. Look at the word slouching. What is the slouching? Please note down. S-L-O-U-C-H-I-N-G, slouching. Sitting in the lazy way. Slouching means sitting in the lazy way. What is the lazy way? Half sleep, half seated. Just bending, just you go and kneel down, just rest. Half of your body is on the bed and half of the body is on the resting place. You are sitting in a very haphazard way. You are sitting in a very unique way. Every child has a unique way to sit, but they are sitting in a very lazy way. They are not looking at all as smart. So why? Here slouching and sit up straight. So don't. Here the poet's mother is reminding, nagging Amanda not to bite her nails, to sit properly. Amanda, stop that slouching and sit up straight. Stop sitting lazily. Sit straight. So here in this 4 line, the poet hits upon, here she has expressed her view. Poet's mother has expressed her view of a little child. A little child, that is Amanda. Here in this line, the poet has presented a little child, Amanda, and about her exposure, about her behavior, about her what? Amanda, who is constantly, the picture, here in this line, the poet has painted a picture of a little girl, Amanda, who is constantly pointed out. What is pointed out for what? Pointed out for the mistake that she was committing. The girl, Amanda, was committing these kind of mistakes. Mistakes, that is what? Biting the nails are a mistake. It is a dirty habit, because the dust particles that is collected in the nails, when you bite it, the dust particle, the dusty part, the part that is collected in your nail may enter your mouth, which may cause various disease. Then bending, not sitting properly. So stop. Directly she is going to stop it. Stop that slouching and sit straight. Stop sitting in the lazy way and sit straight, Amanda. Now, there is a languid emergency. So what is the answer? What is the answer that Amanda said? when the girl was, so here the poet has expressed, the poet has expressed her view of a little child, Amanda, who has been constantly what? Constantly pointed out about the mistake, pointed out by her mistakes. Here it is very clear. The picture is very clear. The poet has expressed her view of a little child, Amanda, who has been constantly pointed out by her mistakes. What is a mistake? I told you. A mistake is a mistake when you don't follow the conduct or the code of the conducts that is laid by society. Why a child is tested on the rules of the society? Because you are a social animal. And every child is a dream child. And it is everybody's parent's dream to make his or her child the most successful. Ask any parent. No, not a single parent will answer that they don't want their son and daughter to be a successful. Why? Because you are to live in the society which is very competitive, which is very much competitive in all the sense. So, parent wish or dream their unending dreams, unfinished dreams, since the race of the human being has started. It is an unfinished dream, unfulfilled dream, incomplete dreams of every parent to make their child smart, talented and successful. This is what. Same is done by my parents. Same I am returning to mine. So the legacy of perfection. Legacy of perfection is the problem. And in this race of catching up the legacy of perfection, we are pointing out the children, do this, do that, don't. So a child has lost his freedom because he is not a child. He is considered as an individual, and his habits, any bad habits, if it is inculcated, if it is put if it is taken root in you, you will become the way. Because child is the father of man. Why it is said? The habit that you grow with remain with you for the long time. If you once you adapted the habit of biting the nails, it's a bad habit. And if it is rooted deep, it would be very difficult for you to get rid of it. If you not sitting properly, the entire structure of the body will be deformed. You will look a little bit clumsy. So, here it's a very true picture. Through the Amanda, the poet has truly expressed her view about the little children, the way they behave, the way they do. So here these are the nagging. So there is a languid immediacy where the sole inhabited is me. The answer is that. What she answers? That there is a languid. Languid is relaxed. If I am relaxed, the sea is also relaxed. The girl answered, Mama, don't worry. I am not only lazy. I am not only the relaxed. It is the sea also. Here you see, there is languid green, emerald sea, green sea. There is a relaxed. Languid means relaxed. There is a relaxed green sea where the soul and it dwells. And I am the soul. I am the only inhabitant. What is the inhabitant? Residents. Inhabitants means residents. Inhabitant, resident. So I am the only. What the Amanda answer? Mama, there is a relaxed green sea where I am only living. I am the only person. I am the only girl who is living in this relaxed sea. Sea of what? Sea of the society. Sea of the world. Here the green sea is a symbolic. Sea of what? Sea of the society. Sea of the family. Sea of the entire world. The world is what? The green sea. So here the green sea is a symbol of the various conditions, the various code of conducts that is laid by society. I am the only girl who is living. Into the sea, a mermaid drifting blissfully. So I am that girl who is like a mermaid. Mermaid is what? It is a fish, half fish and half woman, half girl and half jalpari ko kehte hain beta, mermaid. Mermaid is a half fish and half girl. Mermaid. A mermaid, M-E-R, mermaid. Please note down. Mermaid, half fish. Half girl and half fish. Jalpari. So here, look at the way, look at the careless answer, look at the careless, innocent answer. How beautifully the poet has selected the words to answer. A girl, a child who is only 12 or 13 years of age, They don't know what is the society, what is the code of conduct. He is only just propped up and popped up out of his bedroom, just introduced to the world. So how could she know all these green sea of conducts? It is natural. Even if after spending 60 or 70 years of age, some of the people you may come have seen that they are not full of etiquettes. So what talk of that child? So a very true picture. The poet has painted a very true picture of a girl child, of a child. How carelessly she answered, even though she has been pointed out, constantly pointed. The mother is constantly poking, nagging, pointing out her mistakes, but she carelessly answered that there is a language, there is a relaxed sea. If I am relaxed, the sea is also relaxed, and I am the mermaid of that ship. I am the fish. I am the queen fish. Mermaid, jal pari hu main, fairy fish of that green sea, drifting what? Sailing, drifting. D-R-I-F-F-T-I-N-G, drifting. Drifting means carried out, or sailing. Where it is drifting? Blissfully, happily. How it is drifting? The fish that is swimming happily. Blissfully means what? Blissful, happily, blissfully, happily. So, here in the second stanza, Amanda replies her mother. Look at the reply, a very true picture of a child is presented. A child hardly cares about all the codes of conducts. He hardly minds all the nagging and the mistake whenever it is pointed out. They only listen. They listen. Gradually they learn. Don't do this. It is a kind of a teaching. Gradually they are made to understand. One day when they will grow and turn into a young, then will go into adolescent, then they will learn some etiquettes, some code of conduct that is laid by the society. But here, what she answered? That I am, there are the sea. There is a languid emerald sea. There's so many things are relaxed. If I am relaxed, if I am not sitting in a proper posture, there is another thing. So I am the only soul. Lonely. Soul means what? Lonely. Soul means what? Lonely. Soul, lonely. Soul. I am the lonely. Lonely what? Soul mermaid, inhabitants of is me. So, alone living thing, alone resident, alone living thing. I am the only girl, I am the only child who is living in this world of. Is there an only girl? Here is I am the only girl who is behaving like this, the way I am behaving, the way I am biting, the way I am sitting. Here she is asking the question, Mama, there are so many things. Am I the only? And I am am I the only girl who is living leisurely, lazily, like a mermaid who is swimming at her sweet will into the sea. Blissfully, did you finish your homework? Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room? Again the word apostrophe, anaphor is used. Again the word did is being repeated. Did you finish? Yeah, did you? So the word in the first part that don't, and in the third paragraph the word did you is being repeated. So if this kind of repetition is done, this is called anaphore. 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 Okay, repeated use of the same expression. So here the parenthesis, the parenthesis. What is a parenthesis? The gap, the pause, the break. The parenthesis, PERENT, parenthesis, PARENT, parent से बना, parenthesis, THESIS, parenthesis, the break, the pause, the gap. It means the break, the gap in continuity, continuity. So here in the stanza number 2 or 3, parenthesis, that is break. What is the break in the continuity? What is the continuity? According to the continuity, she should be keep on